everyone, it is Life Digest once again with me, your girl, Madrin Mwanguzi. Welcome on board. Ask your friends who haven't yet subscribed to subscribe, and in case you're watching these videos without subscribing, that is a sin. Like seriously. So subscribe because we are just getting started. It's yet one of the first quarters of, the year 2021, as if we have so many. We just have one quarter anyway. So it's done. Guess what? If you've been thinking you have a lot of time, trust me, the year is running super fast. And here at Life Digest, we want to keep you up to speed. That's why I have decided to share some of the most important lessons life has taught me so far. But for today, I'm going to focus on the ones I learned in my teenage age. Stay here. My teenage age was an interesting one. I was a student, but I was also working at the same time. For those of you who remember very well, I happened to host a TV show called Teens Club on WBS TV. And that comes with so many good things and so many challenges, as we will yet unveil here on Life Digest. But for today, living such a life, it was good. I cannot complain. But at the same time, it taught me so many lessons, which I have to share. I'm going to save the best for last, but for starters, number one, in that session, there is something really important that I learned, but I never thought it was that important then. Now that I think about it, I am like, wait, if I had even known way earlier, it would have done me more justice, knowing who I am and what I am good at. Yes, I know some of us, or some of you, or some of other people have spent their teenage age doing so many things, jumping from one thing to another and not specializing because they really never paid attention to understand who they are and what they're good at. Personally, I think, a bit lucky that people around me scouted me. They saw my talent. They were like, oh, Madrin, you can do TV. And then they actually helped me in that direction. They took me on board, they connected me, and boom, I was on TV. And I grew in that sector. But some of you may not get that chance. You may not get that opportunity. But the question is, what are you going to do about that? Or what did you do about that? If you never got a chance to realize yourself, it's not the end. Pick it from here, because in most cases, the things you are good at are the things that are going to even pay you more, or the things that are going to make you better. So in that age bracket, that is the perfect time to know who you are, what you're good at, and groom that talent, groom that thing. Before you know it, it will be this major source of income in future. Number 2, learn to respect everyone in your life, or everyone around you. Here's the thing, when we are young, I don't know if it's adolescence or something, I will be honest with you, I never thought some people were as important as others. I used to gauge respect and importance based on financial status, based on who knows you, based on where do you come from and stuff like that. Like I said, I was working on TV, so I happened somehow to get involved into some wrong crowds, and I could gauge people based on, how do they look, what are they going to add to me, and I had very few friends. I shouldn't say friends, because after some time I even got to realize that the people I used to call my friends were not all my friends. I had very few people that I connected with. And to make it worse, I lost my job. This is very emotional because every time I talk about it and I think about it, it kind of feels like surreal, as if it's happening now. There was a time WBS was downsizing on its employee. Unfortunately, I happened to be one of them because it was becoming a new brand, which was Quest TV. And after that process, I got another invitation to do a sports show on Quest TV, but I wasn't good at sports. I knew I wasn't good. So I was like, no, I can't make it, because if I am not good at something, I know I'm not going to execute it. But during that process, of course, people would not know what's going on. I lost as many people as I could, the ones I thought were actually my friends. And the people I never gave time were the people who stayed around, who understood me. Those people who would inbox me and I never reply were the people who stayed around. And it taught me that sometimes if you treat some people badly, it will get back to you, because what goes around comes back to you. Now, I don't know what age bracket you're at, because I can boldly tell you they are scary, the cleaner, the person who cooks, the chef, the gardener, your boss, or yourself or your siblings, they are all as important as the other. Lesson number 3, build your brand. Guys, right now as we speak, the future is brand. If you can build your brand and make it like official, make it something better, it's gonna earn you a lot of money. Gone are the days when people would say you can start earning after 20 or after school, after you have let's say graduated. That is in the past. Currently as we speak, even babies as young as 1 month, they make promos, they do photo shoots, and they are put on billboards because they build brands. So as a teenager, then I learned that building a brand is as important as building a career, because once you have a brand and it is stable and it is out there, it can make you money. I was as much as I learned that, I should say, I never achieved it. So some of these lessons that I'm sharing with you are things that I learned, and I regret I'm thinking if I did better with them, I could have been better by now. I knew about that, but I never put it in consideration. But if you're still young, if you're still a teenager, you still have the time. You have all it takes. Go ahead, start building your brand. Know and focus and say, I want to be known for this. I want to do this. Before you know it, you'll get endorsements, you'll get here and there. And if you're past the teenage age, start now. Build your brand. It will pay you later. Time does not stop and wait for anyone. Now, that's the other thing. When you're young, I don't know. I still think about it and then I'm like, what happened? You kind of feel like you have a lot of time. So even when people tell you, come on, be nice to people, you're like, I will. Come on, serve a little. You're like, I will. You just want to eat. You just want to waste resources. You're all over the place. I mean, if you haven't been in that place, bravo to you. But personally, I was in that place. I strongly remember. I was in a place where I felt like I still had a lot of time to achieve everything that I wanted. And I never focused. But as long as you know that time is not stopping to wait for you, you will start. You will not waste any second, any microsecond, or any day. So currently, to all my teenagers watching out there, maximize your time. Maximize every single. Don't waste your time on non-productive things or happening, and like every single day, give yourself an accountability of how you spend your time. That will help you prepare for your future. And for us who are past the teenage age, we can start now, but also we can revisit on some of the ways we have been wasting our time, scrap out some of the things we've been doing with that, and then put in something really productive, because time is important and we all have the same amount of time. Ask yourself, why is it that some people are richer than others? Why is it that some people are more productive than others? Because they mastered the skill of time. So time is really key. Learn that, please. I mean, just if you believe with me, just go to the comment section and let me know, or maybe add some more value about time to me. Number 5, get over disappointments. When you are young, you tend to carry a lot of baggage. He who hurt you, he who didn't give you what you wanted, he who didn't support you, he who you asked for help and they didn't, and you always have them at the back of your mind. But people grow, people learn, people upgrade. Even these people who did not support you or who disappointed you, probably they were still growing through that phase and now they're better. But if you scrap those people out of your life forever, you will never be helped. You get. So personally, I learned that because there's some people that I really asked for help when I was still young, trying to get my way onto media, and they didn't. And when I got there, they were the same people who wanted to help me. So if I was in the place of you didn't help me, so I mean, what are you doing here? I don't need your help. Probably I wouldn't have even gotten an opportunity to be called back when, WBS became Kwesi. You get the point. But the fact that I was open and I was like, it was a disappointment, let me just, keep them around as my friends. You never know, it actually worked. Now this can apply in every aspect of your life. Be it school, you try to apply for a job somewhere, maybe an internship, or maybe you wanted to enter into a certain school and some people stopped you. Yes, it happened. I know it is very hard, but find a way of getting over that disappointment. If you don't, you are going to be stunted forever. And finally, like I told you, I like saving the best for last. God, I know, God has been there for me, but He will always be more there for you if you allow him, if you let him be there. Stay focused on him. Ask him, pray day in, day out. Ask for direction and have spiritual mentors, guys. These people will help you groom you in the spiritual realm or in the spiritual direction, and that will in a way contribute to the physical. When you have God around you, you will even find yourself doing things that people don't see as sensible, but yet they're actually sensible, and in the long run, they will help you. I remember one of the things that I was doing in that time was giving back. You get, because I believe it is more blessed to give than to receive. I love living a life of service. I remember venturing into so many charity organizations and partnering with them on big days and stuff like that. And I remember getting, like, it wasn't in my mind that, oh, I'm going to do this and then get connections for this, but it eventually happened. So what am I saying? Once you live a Christ-like nature, like be good to others, give as much as you're actually able to receive in return, that thing pays off. But it begins by knowing who is the center of that all. And once you do, everything is classy, like they like to put it. If you have anything that you learned in your teenage age or that you're still learning, let's help each other and our friends who are still in that bracket. Put that in the comment section and we shall be glad to learn from you. But in case you have liked this video, continue sharing it and invite other people to subscribe on this channel. Not forgetting to follow us on our Facebook page, which is Life Digest with Margin. We love you. Next video will be uploading next week, but stay tuned.